What's up, guys? It's Cyan. We're back, and originally I was gonna make a state of the game for China, but then like out of nowhere, a fan spoke to me on here, and at first I was tilting my head to the side, like, "Are you speaking to me?" And then people were like surrounding me, so it's like that people were actually paying attention to me on China, which almost never happens. It's like I'm nowhere near recognized on this server as I would be in the North American server. So when he was actually talking to me, I was shocked. But overall, I was telling them what I was doing, and they were interested. And then I told them, hey, I was gonna make a state of China, and he's like, dude, don't, because meta changes in this game every week. And then I thought about it. I was like, damn, China players wouldn't know, and they're right, because what ends up happening is this game right now and China is in flux. You don't really see it in North America because you just don't see it in North America. But right now, China is in flux. They're trying very hard to actually balance out the game. And yes, they're adding ninja in that are overpowered. Like Kushina is just some next level bullshit type of overpowered. Like she's really overpowered. They gotta scale her back because she downright breaks the game. But she's like, she's a great deal of money. So I guess she's like the first character that is actually deserving of being around $1,000 that I've seen. That she might be the first one. So there's that. Hiruzen actually wasn't $1,000. He was something like 600 or 700. He was actually not that expensive at all for what he is, but he is broken too. So he's probably underpriced. If you're putting it on the scale of power according to money, he's probably underpriced. But my thing to you today is don't plan for meta. Don't do it because the game changes way too much. They add new things where every other week, like this guy basically told me, the meta's different. Like in the last 2 months, the meta's been 8 different things. I'm not kidding. It's been really 8 different things. At the start, it was Lightning Main 2 months ago. Then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, they was like, you know what? We're gonna make it Earth Main. Earth Main got to live for like 1 week, and that was over with. Then boom, out of nowhere, Itachi, the Itachi teams, like you see like right now, like what I'm doing, I'm just using an old meta right now that I happen to like and that I keep using. This Uchiha meta right here, this is an old meta right here, and it's extremely strong with these three combined together because you can't stop them. And if you do manage to stop them, Itachi just frees himself and Sasuke. Now, what I used to do was what was called the X meta. Now, I didn't make that up. Somebody else made that up, but I adopted it into Wind Main because they thought that this was a pretty good meta overall to have them work together. But I put Wind Main out there, and then Wind Main now buffed her. Then you basically have a whole team that's immune for 2 rounds, basically. Because, well, not 2 rounds, but Itachi will basically free, as long as Sakura frees Itachi, Itachi will free Sasuke, so you have a whole team basically with Wind Main that will always be freed. Now what ended up happening is that they decided that Wind Main was too strong with her buffs, so they lowered the resistance on that and they lowered the shield. What are you gonna do? Like, it then made it harder for her to be up front. So you now have to gear her a little bit more for her to be up front. So being that she doesn't have any other way to sustain herself beyond her shield, that became a problem because I wasn't really gearing her. I was gearing Sasuke more. So in order to put Wind Main back there, I have to start gearing the main character again so they can actually take the brunt of those hits, and then she would be fine to be in front again. But right now I'm not ready for that. So Lightning Main is actually a little bit better because he can sustain himself a little bit more better even though he doesn't have a shield. I could throw the clones out there, plus his healing works out pretty well. Now, what they actually inherently did is they buffed Lightning Main, but they buffed him in like one of the most useless ways that you could possibly buff him. I thought it was gonna be cool, but it's not cool. This is just not cool. At the end of the day, it's an okay buff, but I don't know, man. It's good for Blitz. That's about it. It's just good for Blitz because now it's passive. It's always out there. It doesn't matter if the characters are dead. So it's better for Blitz to have a raw damage outlay like that. It's not useful in a 4-man environment at all, to be honest with you, unless you're gonna straight out raw kill them. And then nowadays that really doesn't always happen So even with blitzing, it still doesn't always happen if you face certain teams. So I'm just not enamored enough to go through with stuff like that. As far as what you would actually need to do in China going forward, and when the stuff comes to North America, I wouldn't go crazy over expensive ninja because they're not the most prevalently used. Sage Naruto and the Kurama Link Naruto is used. Gaara is used. Orochimaru, Conan, Tsunade, Fu, like all these characters that I actually have up here that are characters that are used right now, to be honest with you. Especially Edo Tenshin, Zabuza, Mu, you already see the Legend of Mu. I have not seen many people use Karin, I just haven't. Two Tails, people uses Two Tails, I don't, but, and I'm forgetting his name, but people use him. People definitely use Danzo, definitely skill broken Danzo. Gold and Silver, not really, to be honest with you. They're a little bit weak, so I don't understand why they're weak. They're good combo. They're good blitzing. If you want to blitz, with Gold and Silver, that's a thing. They can do their thing as far as blitzing. But as far as like whatever, you can even put them together with Lightning Main and blitz if you want to do that. You can. It does actually work. So think about that because they're thunder. People use Yagura the cheese, like he's okay, but is what it is. Raza is pretty good, and let's just go down into the ninja that I don't have really quick. Tendo is making a comeback. A lot of people use Tendo now who never used to use him. A lot of people are using Susanoo Sasuke now, even though he hasn't gotten buffed yet. People are using him a lot more now. People are using Playboy Sasuke, which is like definitely Sakura. Of course, I told you about Naruto. Kazekage Gaara is still being used. No for this Orochimaru. And the Edo Tenshin Hiruzen, he's basically blitz. You want him first round to go out there. If you have him with Earth Main, who has that buff, or Lightning Main or something like that, you throw him out there. Or even Danzo, he will smash somebody's face. He will smash a team like first round. Same thing with the Tobirama. The Tobirama will smash first round. The Jonin Minato, you see him, he can smash first round. Heaven help you if he gets, like sometimes he can attack 3 times. If he attacks 3 times, I don't even know why that happens because they used to do it for me in Arena. I don't see any passive there that says that that's supposed to happen, but it does. So maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the mystery skill can do it or something like that. Maybe I'm missing something, but I don't know how he attacks 3 times. Hidan, Cursed Hidan is always useful. People are using the Pains a whole lot more. You see by Tendo, he's getting there. Mei, Dari, Mifune. People really kind of don't use the other Raikage. They kind of use this one. And like I said, she's meta breaking. She's the new meta break. And then you got Hinabi, who just makes no sense whatsoever, who just destroys everybody's life. So I'm like, I throw my hands up at that. That doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever, but she just does. Then you got Madara, Mashed Obito, Nagato. Nagato's free, so you can work your way towards Nagato if you want to. I wanted power. I like the green coins for power, so I just kind of don't even pay attention to Nagato, but he's free and he's pretty strong. And you got Shisui, of course. Shisui is like the man. But yeah. If you want to plan for stuff in the future, don't plan for meta, plan for power. Plan for straight up power. I always emphasize this enough. Power will always lead you through. Power in events, power in all these types of these systems, power will always lead you through. And then come up with a team that's flexible. I got a team that's flexible. Anybody can combo. Any of the 3 can combo. They can combo off each other. If you have a flexible team that can pull themselves out of things and get out of things and decurse, well, I'm saying decurse, that's a wild thing. If they can cleanse themselves and get out of negative states and get out of debuffs, then you got yourself a good team. Or if you can raw kill somebody first round or 2 rounds, go for that too. I wouldn't go for in the bit. Oh, you know what? Lastly, dog. I was wondering why I was having a problem lately. They went ahead and buffed Water Main Poison, and I thought the buff was for something else. But then I was talking to these guys. They said Waterman is a pain in the ass now. They like if the fight goes longer than 3 or 4 rounds, you're gonna lose. And I started thinking about it. You know what? Like she does tick me a whole lot harder now. So you have to kill Watermain fast. Like so, Watermain is like the killer for Earthmain, which makes sense because water should kill Earth. But Lightning Main is probably the screw job for Water Main, which makes sense because lightning would screw water. So yeah, yeah. Like I don't know what the hell fire is supposed to do besides be nukers because they ain't CCing nothing. That's just So Fire Main is probably going to be the next one to get buffed and get some love. And they already nerfed Wind Main, so yeah. And the Earth Main just never needs buff because Earth Main is actually good if people use them properly. You don't always have to use a shield version of Earth Main. Earth Main is good in other ways too. Earth Main can blitz, Earth Main can cause change ups and actually cause damage. So single target a little bit more, but people need to just do what they gotta do, man. Like just like if you just think about it and try to come up with different builds, you'll be fine, man. You'd be fine with Earth Main. A lot of people are doing extra stuff and being nasty. The refresh with Wind Main is like not a thing anymore. So like people are still doing it, and I'm looking at them like, dog, it's just not a thing anymore. It's just not. So I don't know what they did to it, but it's just is not useful anymore at all. It's probably still useful in North America, but in China, not so much. So other than that, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Remember, don't plan for power. I mean, don't plan for meta, plan for power. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.